Good day, Terrans. How are you all out there in this wonderful solar system that we occupy? With a solar flux that it is in this orbital period, it just, all of this gravimetric is just showering over all of us. And it makes it smell like a great time for a short film. Well, today, this moment, we have Miss Elizabeth Schuch, who is going to discuss with us her short film called Twist Tie, and it's about a former dancer's cheerful morning routine, which is interrupted by a pest from an unexpected source. So let's drag her in. She's an alumni. She's been here for quite a while with BCF, and we're going to talk to her and talk about her films and her past projects, her future projects, because they hardly ever interview with us. So we definitely want to talk with them. How you doing? How's it
Hi,
going,
how's it
Elizabeth?
going?
It's good to see you. Good to see you in color and all of this, the connection. Well, that's because you're in North America this time. You're not in Greece.
Yeah, exactly. They only do it in black and white there.
Yeah, and so you're a lot closer to us. The fiber optics are connected between
Much
Canada
better.
and yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm not in a
it's great.
village
Yeah, that's
up a
right. A little,
mountain.
yeah, that's right. A village on a mountain. Wow, eating all that goat cheese and stuff. It must be
Oh
nice.
man, there was so much goat cheese.
That must have been really cool. Really, really cool. So, what's been happening with this new short film, Twist High? This is
Yeah,
a very colorful film, very, very colorful film. I'm going to pull up some information on it while we talk about it. So, tell us how was it? How did this film come together, and how long did it take, and how's it been performing so far?
well, I kind of before I shot my first feature film, I thought, okay, what would be smart is to test myself and make sure my preparation process and like my vision, am I able to like schedule and make the
Mhm.
shots happen? I wanted to test that I was organized enough and on the ball to do it as, in a short film format before committing to a whole feature,
Right.
especially because my first feature was self-funded as well. So before investing that much in a feature, I better have my act together.
What was the
Um,
feature back then?
it's called The Book of Birdie.
Oh, okay, Book of Birdie. Okay.
Yeah, and actually they're both the short film and The Book of Birdie are available together. They just came out with Vinegar Syndrome in a special release DVD with like, all the behind the scenes specials and like a book with amazing essays
Yeah.
by brilliant minds on film. So yeah, so the twist tie is a part of that whole process.
Okay.
And I just wanted to test like, okay, is this going to be a good setup? Am I working right with the DOP? Do I know what I'm doing? Do I feel
Sure.
confident? And I thought the easiest way to do that is just with a really simple, minimal film,
Hmm.
minimal cast, minimal budget, like just
Hmm.
just make it with the story and the emotions and the props. If I
Sure.
can do that, then I can do the feature. So
That's right.
this was
That's
a
right.
really simple shoot, a day and a half we did. Um, day and a half, and
These folks, this is what happens when you have pros, right?
man, storyboard
Some
the crap
people,
out of it too.
yeah,
Like you got to
yeah, yeah.
storyboard, be organized, and that was two different locations. We shot
Right.
it in my best friend Tara's kitchen. She also did the costumes, and
Oh,
she co-wrote Birdie with me.
nice.
So she did the costumes, and then we also shot it in my living room at the time in London. So it was just her kitchen, my living room, London, some jars I collected, and yeah, a wonderful actress, Nadine Hanwell, played
Yeah.
Josephine with like a
Yes.
total sparkle in her eye.
Yeah.
And we got very lucky with the casting, I think. So yeah, just and my
How did
partner
you how
Kostas.
did you find how did you find uh uh that's um uh, that's Nadine Hanwell, right? Nadine Hanwell.
Yes. And
How did you find her?
to be fair, we just put an advert in the trades for, those audition, websites. So the
Yeah.
official auditioning website in London, and we got in about a half a dozen ladies to read for the role, and she was just perfect. Like, she had that sparkle, you could feel she's got, like you could believe that she used to be a dancer and, like, had kind of an interesting past, and, yeah, for me, she was perfect.
Okay.
And
Okay. I'm
Kostas,
gonna share some
who
highlights. Yeah.
was the director of the 2 films you played, he was my DOP on this,
Right.
So we trade roles.
There she goes. There she goes. Yeah, just gonna share some photos.
Oh yeah. So
You
this is
you do
really,
know your film is nominated for best color grading.
is it? Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes.
I'll have to that's brilliant. We do that just here in house. So,
What kind of tools do you use?
for this one, we used DaVinci,
Okay,
for the color grade, and I wanted it to feel really warm, like, it just had to feel like that bright, sunny morning. I know we shot it in London, but I wanted it to have a
sure.
really just, kind of warm feel that you
Warm
kind of
morning,
feel the kind of
warm morning.
bubbliness and
Yeah,
and
warm morning feel or
texture
warm
and
afternoon feel. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so that's my living room. The other scene's in the kitchen. But I'm a big
What?
believer in use what you have. So I
Yeah.
had a cabinet. I collect jars. I'm always fascinated by collecting things. So yeah, I thought,
W- what camera and lens did y'all use?
oh, I think that one was Blackmagic production camera, the
Okay,
old one. The
okay,
it doesn't do crazy well in low light, but we went on to shoot The Book of Birdie with the same camera, and I
okay.
think what makes, like, what connects all of our projects, we use vintage Zeiss prime lenses, so they give it a kind of richer, more old-fashioned feel than you would expect
Sure.
from, like, a relatively inexpensive digital camera. So
Okay. Okay. Well,
very minimal lighting, like
not
a
not that.
couple, I'm sure we had 1 light or 2, maybe some redheads.
Yeah, and do realize, folks, that Elizabeth, she's got lots of experience in the industry. Um, I show that you worked on Wonder Woman and dozens of other film projects. So, and we're talking about budgeted projects. So there's lots of tools, lots of facilities, lots of people, lots of union going around. And this is not just films, but television as well as commercial. And she's the art director of the Fantaposa International Fantastic Film Festival, which is in Brazil. What city in Brazil is this?
It's in Porto Alegre. So it's in the
Wow.
south, more by Argentina than up by, like, Rio and
Oh
stuff.
man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really special
Awesome.
place. Fantaspoa
Yeah,
has been, we took 4 films there as filmmakers, and,
yeah.
on at that I did their poster a few times, and I just love working with those guys. So,
Okay.
at the end of one of the festivals, they're like, "We'd love you to be the art director," and I had just been thinking, "I'd love to do more with this." Like, I'd love to help more and give you more art. So,
Yes. Yeah.
it means I'll be in Brazil this year, so
Nah, and from London to Brazil to Porto Alegre is you have to fly you probably have to fly into Sao Paulo.
oh, yeah, yeah, usually there's a couple of layovers. You do, like, London, Paris, São Paulo, and then down, or if you're coming from the north, you do, like, Toronto, New York, Miami, and then down, or Toronto, New York, uh, Chile,
You
or
should you should be able to go from Toronto to what's the capital of Portugal?
yeah, definitely, that would be Porto.
Porto. Then you should be able to go from there to Porto and then from Porto there. Or Play Airlines?
Yeah.
Play, you should be able to go from Toronto to Reykjavik and from Reykjavik to somewhere down. The problem that they have is they change their flights a lot. Their
Oh,
flights
yeah,
change.
yeah, yeah, and, yeah, it's an adventure every time, like,
I bet.
sometimes you end up in Lima, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh my
but
god.
yeah,
Oh
no,
my
it's great.
god.
It's a wonderful gathering of filmmakers, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to get down there, but it's worth it, so
Can we show the trailer?
absolutely, yes.
Okay, here we go. Super short trailer.
Super short. It's a
and
pretty short film, any more it gives it
yeah,
away.
and there was something flying around there. There's something I'm not going to give it away, but you can see something flying around. That big?
No, no, no,
It's not.
th
It's not that big in the film.
this is the travel size. In the film, no, it's much smaller.
Of course, I'm not giving it away. You got to see it, folks. Got to see it. Got to see it. What was what was probably your most exciting film project that you ever worked on, and why?
I mean, oh gosh, it depends on what kind of adventure you're looking for. I mean, it was super exciting to work on Wonder Woman because I came in, towards the end on what they called, like, a little ninja squad that was reworking parts of the ending, so we were, like,
Okay.
proposing scenes and proposing, like, movements, and, like, it was just really amazing to be in that environment and to see Patty Jenkins review your work, and, like,
Right.
I
Right.
that was amazing and intimidating and very, very cool. In terms of, like, what was the most adventuresome, like, wild adventure, I co-directed a, Siege of Malta documentary in,
Ooh.
like, it was the big, big siege where the Ottomans, versus a tiny group of knights left over in a fort, and we had ships, we had, like, castles and forts and, like, armies
Wow.
running at each other. It's, like, kind of the opposite of what's going on in this very small, intimate, like, introverted film. But, that was where I learned that I really love, shouting at armies to run at each other and picking what camera angles to do it for. So that I think that was probably my favorite,
Wow.
wild, like, "Is this even real?" experience.
Wow.
Yeah, it would
Wow.
just, real knights in armor, 100-degree heat, like, you got a turban on like you're filming Lawrence of Arabia to keep the sun off. Yeah, it was wild. Do it
That's
again
that's
anytime.
awesome. That's awesome. And what if you were to name a visual effects package, what would be the package of choice and why?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna revert to my specialty. So, majority of what I do for other people's projects is storyboarding, and
Mhm.
both of and I also teach that to new filmmakers as well. And what I recommend is Procreate. It is a laptop,
Cool.
or it's a software you can run on your iPad. It works really great with, and I can run it on a 2018 used iPad with like an old iPencil. Like it doesn't have to be new and fancy in the latest technology.
Okay.
But Procreate, and if you like to animate your drawings very simply,
Mm.
Procreate Dreams has come a long way. I've been using it for small animations in the last year or two and really enjoying it. Just the kind of simplicity of it, the way it imports your layered drawings from Procreate. So I think if
Sure.
you're doing that world between animation and like regular drawing, as opposed
Yeah.
to like the 3D stuff, that's a whole
Right.
different
Right.
beast. But if you're just planning your short or planning your feature and you need a simple piece of software, it's Procreate. You pay for it once. It's not subscription, so you're not like committing to some long-term thing that you're going to forget to turn
Sure.
off and take all your money. So it's affordable. It's a yeah, very, very simple to learn and use, and
Okay.
I find it a great tool for any level drawing to
Okay.
work with.
Okay. That looks very interesting. And with a lot of these indie projects here, which I would say about 80% of our films are small crew, small
Yeah,
crew. We do have some that I think have a much larger crews. You can see that in their budgets and their production value. Um, but I think a majority of them are small crew. And having these kinds of tools will help people, get their films out because a lot of them always complain about their budgets not having enough money and
yeah,
having decent programs. And a lot of really good programs that are available today, most folks don't know about.
yeah.
People don't know about all of them,
Well,
unless they've been in
and
the
and
industry long.
being really well organized is free, and when you don't have time and you don't have money, the best tool you can have is organized.
That's
Like,
correct.
make
That's correct.
plan as more than you need.
That's correct. That's correct.
Um,
So,
and things
okay,
are always
that's really
changing
good.
on the day. There's always gonna be chaotic things that come up, but if you
Yeah,
planned it really well to begin with, then you're just dealing with change, not coming up with everything from scratch. So
yeah.
the more you sit down and do those things ahead of time, the easier it'll be on the day. Even if you have
Yeah.
tiny,
Yeah.
tiny crews. There's
Yeah.
nothing worse than having people standing there watching you make a choice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's awesome. So let me ask you this question then. What probably has been the biggest challenge, that you've experienced when you're filmmaking, and why?
oh gosh, I mean, there's so many. I'd say just in terms of moving forward, just making the right connection for the money and stuff to push out a new feature.
Mm.
Um, Finding the time to write things well when you're
Sure.
trying to do lots and lots of day jobs, like finding the right amount of time to give a project as much love as it needs.
Sure.
Um, Endurance is a big one. Like just we did a big sci-fi feature with monsters and lots of VFX and stuff, and just the endurance and the patience to keep that vision on
You talking
fire
about
and
are you talking
going.
about Minore? Minore?
Yeah, yeah, it's
That
that
was
that
a
project we probably
really
wrote in 2015. It shot in
You're serious?
2020. So the keeping up the excitement of it, and even, like, last
Wow.
night, I was still doing some subtitling for it, so that's a project that's nearly 10 years, and keeping up your devotion
Wow.
and your energy and, like, keeping it fresh and
Minori
exciting.
Minori did really well at Misifi. It really scared the heck out of everybody.
Yes.
It's a it's a
Good.
cult it's a cult classic.
Face
Okay,
ripping.
Minori. It's like a folks, serious. If you where can you watch Minori right now?
Well, hence we're delivering the subtitles. It's coming out quite soon in
It's not even
VOD
out.
and all that.
It's
We've
not
got it
even
with
out
an
yet.
awesome. It's not out yet in North America. I know it's on airplanes and stuff and in certain places already,
Mhm.
but I think it's coming out this year for DVD and for streaming. So watch for it. Minore, short, one
Okay.
word,
So
which is good.
who would it typically stream with? Who would you stream it with?
I will be we're with a great sales agent, Raven Banner, and they'll be confirming with us, like, where
Okay.
they've put it
Okay.
out to.
But folks, you definitely want us to do this because Minori is a lot like there's a scene in there that's straight out of Alien. But
I thought you were gonna say Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
little Alien, a little Attack of the
yeah,
Killer
yeah, yes,
Tomatoes,
and a
a
little bit
little
like
Zorba the
Gremlin,
Greek.
a little bit like Gremlins, and just absolute there's just it's absolute chaos that takes place in the film at some scenes. And I don't want to give it away, but there's a scene that's so wild and crazy that and it's a long film. So as being a long film, you're gonna be,
You're
real
gonna want
cool with it.
snacks.
You're gonna be real cool with it. And what's the
Have
one
snacks.
oh, here it is. What's the film that was not Dust, not the Fog.
Not the fog. Although there is fog in it. I would
No,
Grabbers is a good one because
no,
if you've which I
no, no,
highly
no, no,
recommend
no,
if
no.
you've not seen
The Mist.
Grabbers.
It's the Mist.
The Mist, yes. There are some misty elements.
The Mist. Okay,
I
so
think
in
for me
Stephen
have you
King, The
seen the film
Mist.
Grabbers, though?
Grabbers? No, I did
The
not. No,
I 10 out
no.
of 10 recommend. It's set in Ireland, and there is a monster attack, and they handle it in the most Irish way possible. And if I had to make a comparison, Minore is a monster attack, and they're handling it in the most Greek way possible, which means you stop for snacks, and you listen to your granny, and sometimes it's just chaos. And no one is
Yeah,
coming to
okay,
help you.
okay, okay, okay. But I mentioned Mist because, they had some monster scenes in it that were really scary and,
Oh, yeah. No, The Mist is great. We were really inspired by that too when we were writing, like
and, it's funny, Thomas Jane is in The Mist, and I really like Thomas Jane in, The Expanse.
I've
He's
not seen that one.
outstanding. He's outstanding in The Expanse. The Expanse, I'm gonna make a note to make that, continuing educational for all of our alumni. The Expanse, right? Continuing ed. You have to watch. You have to watch The Expanse. It's 6 seasons,
Ooh, nice.
but The Expanse currently is carrying the sci-fi flag of Earth. They're that good. Um, and I'm not going to go into all the details for that because we don't have the time. But I want you to. You're going to get an email about that. Everybody's going to get an email.
Please
It's
do. Please
important
do.
that people take part in this. But yeah, horror, sci-fi horror is it's good. I just found out that Romulus is coming to Disney.
Like as a
Romulus,
ride?
Romulus, Romulus Alien. No, Romulus Alien is coming to Disney Plus channel. I saw the news today.
Oh, the channel. I thought you meant Disney World. I was like, are they gonna make an alien ride?
Oh, the kids will be scared to death. It'll be absolute chaos.
Oop, dodge the face ripper. The face
What is
sucker.
that, mommy? It's no, no, no,
I
no.
mean, I've seen plushy face suckers. That potential.
Wow, wow. But my point is that Disney Plus is really they're bending with the times to
Nice.
accommodate a lot of content, which I've been shocked. So but good for them. Good for them. So I still have my subscription because they always have good stuff. And who in the world's not going to watch The Empire Strikes Back during the holiday season?
I
So
mean,
yeah.
oh, you'd have loved it. They did a few years ago. Secret Cinema in London did a Star Wars experience where
Hmm.
they literally filled like multi-acre warehouses of like sets and stuff, and you were inside an old printing mill, and you were assigned a costume to show up with. You showed up in a mysterious location. You were given a
Wow.
character and like a
Wow.
mission to complete before the movie started, and there
Wow.
were like multi levels of actor. There was like hundreds of actors. It was crazy. I don't know how they did it, but
Wow.
it was quite an experience.
That's really
Yeah.
cool. That's really, really cool. That's something we would love to do. We would love to do that. So we'll see. We get
Well, if you ever
crazy.
get a chance to check out Secret Cinema in London, it was a great time.
Yeah,
They
I've
did a
I've
pretty
heard of
fun
it.
Moulin Rouge too.
I've
But
I've I've heard of this secret cinema. So what else is, what's left? What's next? You've got some other projects going right now.
yeah,
Um,
super busy with storyboards, but I'm sneakily next month shooting a new short film. And also very modest and like just a very tight psychological one with a very different aesthetic than our other films, let's say, but just as much blood, if not more.
oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
and I'm writing a few features, so just seeing which one gets off the ground first. Yeah, I'm excited to get more directing done. So, yeah,
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, you make excellent films. We've seen three of them so far, I think.
yeah,
Three of them. And the two previous ones were award winning. Um, they won awards. This one here is nominated for best color grading, which is a technical that most festivals don't have. So good job,
that's so cool.
good job. And we hope to see you during the virtual festival shout outs that we have. That'll be pleasant for you to show up for those few minutes of time that we all get together on the earth in one place.
Let me know the link. I'll be there.
Yeah.
So,
So, what else is anything else you'd like to add?
yeah, if you want to check out the Book of Birdie, it's now with Vinegar
Birdie.
Syndrome. If you like
How
mysterious
do I do that?
fantasies with lots of blood, it's a pretty dreamy one. So,
Book of Birdie.
and hopefully this year, Minori will be out
Oh my
in North
goodness.
America.
Okay, that's awesome. When you let us know, we'll definitely tell the community about it.
Thank you so much, and thanks for showing the film. We're so excited to be back. So,
Yeah, I see this. The Book of Birdie. It looks like a Wednesday or something crazy. Oh,
honestly, Ilarina
naked,
Vimenovsky,
very.
who plays Birdie, has the most incredible face. She had the Wednesday look ages before Wednesday, and she's awesome.
Oh my God, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. Oh my God. Um, and but that was a while back.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
while back. Okay. And you won best cinematography at the Brooklyn Horror Festival.
yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome. By any chance, were you involved in that 28 years later movie that's coming out?
No, no. It looks amazing though.
Ah, it's sick. It's
Good
sick.
sick or bad sick?
Oh, sick is sick. Sick
Okay.
is sick. It's sick. It's crazy, crazy. If you're in the theater, you're gonna need a blankie. It's
Oh geez, I might need a support package.
yeah.
Awesome.
Well, listen, Elizabeth, I really, really enjoyed you. You're always so much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
And
taking so
oh,
much of your
sorry about the
time
cat.
and joining us in a similar time zone. We're only 1 hour apart, I think, because you're in Central Time in Toronto, right? I
Yeah.
think. I
Or
think.
we're on same as you, I think.
Really?
New
The
York
Earth
time.
curve? Yeah, the Earth curves a lot up there. So yeah.
Who
Okay.
knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah. Yeah. The Earth is curved. It's curved up in there, so everything is close together up there. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. It's really good to see you.
Good to see you too, sir.
And
Hope it's an
we'll
amazing festival, and I hope
yeah, we're
lots of
gonna
people
love.
show up and see it in person because that'll be so much more fun. Like
Yes,
it nothing beats a group of like people who love the same kind of genre as you in the room together. That's the
yes,
thing.
yes. That's so nice of you to say that. That's very kind. Okay. Till the next time. Let's touch off with a Twist Tie trailer and maybe one or two others. Oh, how about Good Boy? Good Boy Fox. Since you have cats,
Awesome.
this is just a short about a cat that is intercepts a an alien message, and he's having a conversation with the alien over the fate of the Earth. It's so funny.
Awesome. Sounds fun.
It's, it's a trip. It's a trip. So cute. So we'll just play those, and that's it.
All right. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.
How far to the end of the canyon?
About 3 days. In a hurry.
I feel like there's a chance I'm dreaming this.
Alex, I need to show you something.
What's in the shed?
Something's not right. Why doesn't he feel the way we felt?
You will help us finish this.
Ja, ich
Axum Compagnie. Un monde connecté, uni.
Il n'est pas capable de le supporter! N'avancez pas!